Hello, this is Marilyn Fontaine and welcome to the final week, week 7 of balancing the chakras using aromatherapy and art, or art and aromatherapy. This week we're going to be looking at the 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra, and that is located at the top of the head. The colour is purple or white and it's called the 1,000-petaled lotus. It's normally represented by a lotus, and this chakra works with our connection to the divine or any mystical connections that we may have. So we've crossed the rainbow bridge and we've actually gone to the other side. So we've gone to the heavens, we've left the earth. And this is a place where we actually go for contemplation, meditation, connecting with the divine. This is a place where we get our spiritual insights from, our wisdom. This is a place when it's balanced, this chakra, that we'll have our synchronicities. So we'll meet the right people at the right time. We'll just have the right words. We could be in the middle of a crisis, but we'll just have the right words that will calm everybody down, or we'll just be able to just get on and do what we have to do with the minimum of fuss. And this is because we're kind of connected to something greater. When we think of, when I think of that prayer, God grant me serenity, the serenity prayer, I think of surrendering, and I think of the crown chakra, because this is the place where you surrender all control and obsessions, and you just let go and let God or let the Creator, all there is, whatever you may define the Creator has, do the work that needs to be done. This is a place where we don't really get rid of our ego, but we just transform all thoughts that may limit us. And this is why this chakra doesn't really have an element, because it's pure consciousness, it's pure potentiality. So it's a point of creation where you can actually create what you need to create, whether it's a good or bad thought, action, word or deed. And this is why your heart chakra has to be open when you are working with the crown chakra, because it's going to be coming from a place that's not steeped in wisdom and peace. And this is the place we want to be getting to with this chakra, is maintaining peace regardless of what happened in our lives. An unbalanced crown chakra is either overactive or underdeveloped. So overactive can mean to us to associate it with meditation or spiritual matters, and not really focused on worldly things like bathing, eating, sleeping. We're just concerned with meditating or praying, or we're really neglecting our bodies. That could be an over developed chakra. So we're really connected with spirit and not in matter at all. And this can lead to all kinds of mental disorders, including psychosis and personality disorders, because we've stopped living in the real world and it's too open. So this is where we can get our schizophrenia disorders as well. It's not the main reason, but on the spiritual level, this is what could happen. And you'll get some people that really meditate, or they'll really work with Kundalini energy. And Kundalini is Shakti, the goddess, finding her way up the spine and meeting Shiva or Sa, the god, and connecting. So it's connecting heaven and earth. And this energy is really strong, and it's sexual energy as well. And if we open this too quickly without the right guidance, it can cause a psychotic break. And a lot of people are talking about Tantra and Kundalini, and I keep always stressing this because I do feel that a lot of people are working on the energy centers, especially as our planet is shifting, our consciousness is shifting. But I think there's a rush to get everything done straight away. I know there is a quickening, but we still have to bear in mind we need to be grounded. Because again, if our heart's not open, our sacral chakra's not open, we leave ourselves open to abuse, self-abuse and abuse from others. So we have to make sure that we are, when we're working, it's in a way that is in alignment with our deepest desires, needs, and what's good for us on an emotional, physical and spiritual and mental level. And by having a balanced heart chakra and a clear throat chakra and a third eye and grounded, we're able to express what we really need and be able to identify what's good for us. And it's really important what I've just said, especially if you're embarking on a spiritual journey or you're reconnecting with your spiritual journey, because again, a lot of charlatans or gurus will have an overdeveloped chakra, but be very grounded in their conviction. So they may, this is where somebody who's very charismatic, like a cult leader, will know how to entice and entrance followers. And this is like a negative aspect of this. So really, you have to be mindful. An underdeveloped chakra now, there's no direction, there's no feeling for life and reality. And this is where people kind of don't believe in God, or they have a dark night of the soul crisis. Joseph Campbell talks a lot about this, and I've covered it in the PDF. And this is just where you've had such a great high spiritually, and all of a sudden nothing has meaning. So it's a bit like when the moon waxes and wanes. It's a period where some people lose direction and start asking a lot of questions. So it's well worth researching the dark night of the soul. To balance the chakra, you can use oils I specified: lavender, sandalwood. I use lotus oil, which I supply, blue lotus, and it is absolutely divine, really good for meditation, opening up the crown chakra. And I have a blend with jasmine and rose. Other techniques you can use is visualization, poetry, listening to music, meditation, making sure you're grounded, contemplation and prayer. And we're going to do a really beautiful meditation, and at the end you're going to create your own words of wisdom or prayer. So we're going to be working with an MP3 again. So I do hope that you've enjoyed your journey. You've done amazingly well. Next week is the last week, and we're going to talk about 14 essential oils. And also we're going to do a full chakra meditation where we go for all the chakras. You've just done exceedingly well, and please feedback to me how you're doing so far. Okay, see you on the other side.